Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and welcome to the start of 2020. Today, we're going to talk about how we're going to move going forward and which directions we're going to go to discuss the Senate and the gubernatorial maps. We will talk about the 2019 election somewhat. I'm actually going to go ahead and open that up in another tab because there are 3 gubernatorial elections to talk about: Louisiana, Mississippi, and Kentucky. And, well, we'll talk about those as we go forward, probably starting next week. And I'll do that as the 29th, and I'll label it like the 2019 section of the 2020 predictions. So let's go forward and let's talk about the Senate elections. Hopefully 270 to Win will have a 2020 Senate map up within the next week. If not, I'll start making my own. So let's actually talk about this map real quick and look at where the seats are. So the Democrats, out of I forget exactly how many it is. How many seats are there? 33, and there's going to be one special election. Really? It's already, oh, the Arizona Arizona special. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so the Arizona will be the special election, so that'll be 34 races, right? Well, Democrats are defending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They're going to be defending 12 of 34, which that's not as, and Republicans are defending 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So Republicans are defend 22 of the seats, which it's not as bad for Republicans as 2020 was for Democrats, and as a matter of fact, it's actually perhaps 2018 was a historically bad map for Democrats. Republicans in 2020 are going to be very lucky in the Senate. Here's why. They have a presidential election, which is going to nationalize just about every race here. And we'll talk about 2020 and I don't know why it showed that. Outside of, okay, I have a toss-up, right? Outside of these states, that's pretty much blue. The rest of the map is pretty safe for the GOP. And if we go to the, if we go here, we look Michigan. The only real swing states Republicans have to defend, forgot one, are Iowa, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Colorado, and Maine. Those are the only states Republicans have to defend, and they're probably going that they really have to defend. So, and they have reason to believe they can make some gains in, say, Arizona, New Hampshire, and maybe if they have a good year, Michigan or Minnesota. You know, that's one. They can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and just play defense everywhere else. They can, target 1 or 2 flips and just play defense in Maine, And they don't even have to really do defense in North Carolina, and definitely not Georgia. They can play defense in Arizona, Maine, and they're going to be playing heavy offense in a state like Alabama. They will put resources in North Carolina and Georgia, but they're probably going to target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 races. Those would be the 5 races I would target. Maybe not Minnesota, maybe focus on New Hampshire. Like, focus on 5 races that the Republicans win. Or let's actually say, because they focused on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they focused on 5 Senate seats in. Oh, actually, I guess you could say 6 Senate seats in 2018. So let's pick 6 states that the Republicans can focus on: North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, Michigan. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or maybe replace Maine and New Hampshire. Or since they're in the same, they're essentially in the same media market, you could almost do, double dip and cover them both and treat them as one state, even though you shouldn't, but you could. So as much as it looks like it's a bad map for Republicans, it's not, because a lot of the territory they're defending is pretty much safe Republican territory outside of a few notable exceptions, whereas the Democrats in 2018 were defending a lot of swing states or even red states. So, if we're being honest, chances are the Republicans keep the Senate in 2020. I already expect them to keep the Senate, especially with it being very likely that if we go back, they keep that Florida seat. They might lose Arizona in terms of McSally, but I don't think Rick Scott's losing that race. Though, keep an eye out on that one because it could get weird. So 2020, there aren't a lot of governorships. I think Montana's governorship they're going to try and nationalize it. North Carolina will probably go to the incumbent, even as it goes to Trump. These two will what are they? What is it? I believe undetermined incumbent. Okay, see, Phil Scott is going to be the incumbent there, and Sununu is the incumbent there. For some reason, the map hasn't been updated here. And Republicans aren't defending any blue state territory, whereas Democrats are defending 1, 2 red states. So put a pin in North Carolina. Now, as for the presidential election, I am currently working on a model to make it so I'm not just making super arbitrary predictions. I may change something like if my model for some reason has an anomaly and shows Montana going blue, I'd say, yeah, I don't trust my model here. Like if it showed this map and it showed Montana going blue, I'd say I don't trust my model in this case, and I'm going to forecast it like this, right? Something like that. So I'll have a model out, and I'll be putting that in the description. That way you guys can download it and fiddle with it yourselves. And I'm going to see if I can work on something that you guys can have some fun with too and get some viewer participation. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye.